Hey, what's going on gamers? It's Ryan 6 days a week, and this is a beginner friendly video covering the 5 dark and darker attributes to get you prepped for your first dungeon dive. Just some things to keep in mind while watching this: dark and darker does apply diminishing returns to each character attribute, and all of the classes have different starting attribute values. So with no bonuses from gear at all, a point in strength will affect a barbarian differently than it affects a wizard, only because a barbarian has much more strength already. In this guide, I'll often be referencing the 15-point baseline. In Dark and Darker, this is technically the neutral level where stats provided by the attribute provide no immediate bonuses or drawbacks. Each player class has a total of 75 starting attribute points that are all distributed differently between the 5 attributes, with Fighter being neutral across all stats. For more specific attribute to stat conversions, graphs of each attribute to stat relationship will be provided in the description for you to view. Now, let's begin our lesson with Strength. Strength controls 2 of your character's stats: health points and physical power bonus. Health, if you've never played a video game before, is the amount of damage you can receive before you die. Physical power bonus dictates the amount of extra physical damage your character deals in the forms of abilities and basic attacks. There's some more math involved to calculate the exact ratio between strength, its intermediate physical power, and finally physical power bonus, but that's all covered in the physical damage enchantments video. The starting strengths for each of the character are shown here with their respective health point and physical power bonus values below. Just remember, these stats gained will decrease with the more strength you have. Next, we have Agility. Agility controls your character's movement speed, weapon attack speed, weapon draw speed, and gear equipping speed. Move speed being how fast you travel, weapon attack speed being how quickly your attack animation cycles, weapon draw speed is how fast you can pull out and stow away your equipped weapons, and gear equipping speed meaning how fast you can change your armor and 2 weapon sets with other items in your inventory. Just like strength's relations to its stats, these also have diminishing returns. Just note here that move speed isn't a 1-to-1 conversion to movement speed percent. Each point equals plus 0.33 movement speed percent. Also, weapon attack speed and weapon draw speed are affected equally, so we can simplify them together into weapon action speed. Here's the table for agility. Next up, Will. Will controls your character's magic power bonus, magic resistance, buff duration, and debuff duration. Magic power bonus is similar to physical damage bonus, but instead with magic damage. So bonus to your magic abilities, and if your weapon does do magic damage, like the crystal sword or any ignited weapons, a bonus to that as well. Magic resistance is your damage reduction from magical attacks and abilities, buff duration is how long beneficial spells casted on you stick around, and debuff duration is the same, but for negatively affecting enemy spells casted on you. Just note here that magic resistance is listed as a flat value, but there is a conversion ratio applied when calculating the actual effective percent reduction, similar to movement speed and armor rating. And in Complement Will, we have Knowledge. Knowledge controls your character's spell casting speed and spell capacity. Spell casting speed determines how quickly it takes to activate your selected spell, and spell capacity increases the number of equipable spells when using the skill Spell Memory. Just note, different spells require different spell capacity values. It also increases your magical interaction speed, but this doesn't seem to be implemented in the game quite yet. Here's the table again for all the current in-game classes. As of right now, Wizards and Clerics are the only classes with spell memory, so they receive the +1 spell cap per knowledge point, unlike any of the other classes. Our last attribute is Resourcefulness. This attribute controls the rate at which you interact with any of the dungeon doors, chests, levers, traps, and light sources, as well as your utility usage time, such as your campfire and trap arming speed. This all just falls under the blanket term called interaction speed. Just note here that it looks like starting agility plays some sort of role in base interaction speed, as you can see that the numbers don't quite line up from resourcefulness alone. This could also be a hidden balancing factor, but I'll update this info as soon as I can. Getting the exact math down for interaction speed is a tricky one, and agility might have a bigger role in this, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped you get started in understanding Dark and Darker's attribute system. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below or catch me when I'm playing Dark and Darker on stream. I hope to see you in the dungeon soon. Just a reminder, Playtest 5 begins April 14th and early access coming soon after. I'm really excited for both of those events, and I hope you are too. Alright, take care and good luck out there, gamers.